lot of the journalists in this room are black. I will tell you that coming from the border.
And by the way, there's so many black people here. What's going on? What is happening?
Are millions and millions of people that happen to be taking black jobs. You had the best.
What exactly
what is a black job?
A black job is anybody that has a job. That's what it is. Anybody that has a job.
Nice recovery.
What?
This is actually like maybe, this might go down in like interview history.
That's just pretty bad.
This is a nightmare.
Well, and I haven't watched it. I've just seen a bunch of clips from it. I haven't watched it all the way through. I noticed that it's 36 minutes long. I know it was supposed to be an hour long. And at one point, Trump's team pulls him off the stage. And
Oh
so,
my God.
I'm surprised they let him out there that long.
I mean, I think that they, you
It would
know.
have looked bad if he walked off, but it ended up looking worse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is amazing. This is the best. This could actually, I feel like this is bad enough to hurt. We'll see.
They're taking the employment away from black people. They're coming in, and they're invading. It's an invasion of millions of people, probably 15, 16, 17 million people. I have a feeling it's much more than that. And everybody's been seeing what's happening.
You have a feeling?
The first group of people, the black population, is affected most by that, and Kamala is allowing it to happen. She's the border czar. She's the worst border czar in the history of the world. There's never been a border czar like that.
Wait.
It's the worst borders are in the history of the world.
What's her position? Oh, she's vice president.
She's vice president.
How is that border czar?
She was nominally put in charge of helping deal with the border crisis. It's of course way more complicated than that. And a VP doesn't have any real official powers. So anything she's doing is at the direction and behest of Biden. And so, and also, the whole border thing is nonsense anyways. They tried to pass a pretty draconian border bill. Like the Democrats have caved on the border basically.
Well,
they basically said we'll give you, the Republicans, everything that you want on the border if you'll sign this bill with us. And they said no because they don't actually want to fix anything.
Well,
because they want
we're all going
to be able to campaign on this.
Until Trump told them all to vote no.
Right, specifically. And so, it's all plain politics and bullshit anyways. But yeah, also, I just don't think that there's been that many border czars. So, just in terms of that being a title, like that feels like a pretty modern invention right there. So she may be the worst in the history of the world. She might be the only border czar.
The best also.
Right, exactly.
She's never even essentially been. She said she was there once, but not the right part of the border.
Give it to love.
So she was a border czar. She's done a horrible job. These people are coming into our country, and they're taking black jobs and Hispanic jobs, and frankly, they're taking union jobs. Unions have been very badly affected by all of the millions of people that are pouring into our country. And one thing, as we discussed, many of these people are coming in from mental institutions, from prisons, from jails. They're gang members in other countries.
Oh, please tell me he goes on Hannibal.
Setting loose.
Bring up Hannibal.
They're prisoners. They're opening up their prisons and their mental institutions. They're taking their.
I heard a funny explanation for why he keeps connecting Hannibal with immigrants. Because of the word asylum.
Right, yeah, I've heard this.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Get in there, buddy. They started the battle with us.
It kind of makes sense, though. It's kind of the only thing that makes sense, to be honest.
They're sending the stepping stones in his head.
We have asylums at the border. They're filled
Remember the
with
last
crazy
scene?
people.
Excuse me, I'm about to have a friend for dinner. Is this poor doctor walk by? They're bad people, drug dealers, gang members, and they're bringing them into the United States.
Bringing them in.
Their crime rate is going down, and our crime rate is going to be a disaster.
Mr. President, I want to get into how you address some of the issues with black communities. And I say that plural because we live in communities of color that are different. We're not all the same. We don't vote the same. We don't think the same.
Sure.
It's not monolithic. So as you come here today, I want to talk about something that births, and this is the weight of the inflation on this country right now. The nonprofit Money Management International recently released data from its mid-year analysis that we have found a 52% rise in people who are seeking counseling for being in credit debt. They're paying for food that is sky high on their credit cards, and now they can't pay that off. The credit counseling nonprofit MMI, as I said, is saying now that they've seen surges that they haven't seen since we were in a pandemic of people in financial trouble. Much of that falls on the shoulders of single moms, single black moms, when you look statistically. Yeah. How do you turn it around? What's your plan for the black community when it comes to money?
So, first of all, it's very hard to hear you for whatever reason because of the fact that they have bad equipment.
I wasn't really listening.
This woman was unable to get the right equipment.
Whoa, wait, what did he say? The audience did not like it.
It's very
Sorry, I have a trouble hearing black people.
And women, so it's kind of a double whammy.
I believe her in the red dress, she's a Fox News reporter.
Yeah, she's a Fox anchor.
So he thought he was going into a safe space there a little bit. Yeah. Although I don't know who the other ladies are.
They have bad equipment.
She's definitely being a little bit easier
A little
on him.
softer than the first lady, but still coming for him.
Yeah.
MMI, as I said, is saying now that they've seen surges that they haven't seen since we were in a pandemic of people in financial trouble. Much of that falls on the shoulders of single moms, single black moms, when you look statistically. Yeah. How do you turn it around? What's your plan for the black community when it comes to money?
So, first of all, it's very hard to hear you for whatever reason because of the fact that they have bad equipment. Because I guess, this woman
Black people have the worst.
The black,
the
this is why they need
worst
help.
audio video guy.
They need help. They can't afford good equipment.
You keep on. I want to hear what he's blaming it on the woman in blue right now, who I think is Rachel Scott, by the way,
Okay.
from ABC.
Yeah.
Said ABC, right?
All right. Just play it.
But it's very hard for me to hear you, but I can hear every other word. It's very difficult, actually. But so I don't know if they can fix it or do something with it, but I'll do the best I can with it. The inflation is absolutely destroying our middle class, our working class, virtually every class. Inflation is a disaster.
Destroying all of the classes, snatching the class society.
The thing is, inflation is bad everywhere, but America is I think, one of the only countries that's actually got our inflation down. Our inflation went down big time.
It's gotten under control faster because, the Fed was super aggressive.
Yeah, that was Joseph. Although I guess they don't control the Fed.
Technically, they're independent, but
whatever.
Who knows?
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck about the Fed?
Country. Inflation is a country buster. It breaks every country. And we had, in my opinion, the worst inflation we've had. They say it's 58 years, but I think it's much more than that.
This is not, you can't have an opinion. It's a
if you just take a look at a lot of things they don't include, like interest rates. Interest rates went from 2.4% to 10%.
You don't think they look at interest rates?
Well, and
that's like the entire driving force of inflation. They didn't even look at the interest rates. It's only me. I have metrics they haven't thought of.
And you can't get the money. People can't buy houses. They no longer have the American dream. Young people, young black people, they don't have the American dream anymore.
They raised the interest rates to address inflation.
Yes.
They had to come up
Is he saying that is making inflation worse? What is he trying to say?
He's just saying, look at the interest rates, man.
Right.
Just look at it.
Just look at them. Don't really think about them. Just look at them. Okay.
It's like a simple economic concept that should be understood by everybody. They raise interest rates to lower inflation, and it worked. It really did.
Because of the cost of the money. They can't buy it because of the cost of housing, because of the cost to build it, because of inflation. Inflation is a disaster, and it's destroying our country, and it's destroying the black community probably as much or more than any other.
As much or more.
And that's going to bring down the cost of inflation. This was all started with a bad energy policy by Joe Biden.
Oh, he's going to drill more oil.
By the way,
Joe Biden, by the way, have you seen his son's cock? Big, but it's weird. I look at it every morning. Go to hunterscock.com. It's my favorite website. So this loading shit. What year is it?
I was running against a man named Biden. You probably saw that. And
Yeah,
he
the
was
president?
doing very badly in the polls, and then he had a rather bad debate. I would say it was a bad debate. I would say it was one of the worst debates in history.
Worse than this?
And his poll numbers crashed.
Yeah, I don't know.
And instead of saying, you know, let's keep going and maybe something happens the other way, they said, oh, we're going to replace him. Let's just replace him. That's like you're in a fight, a prize fighter's in a fight. He's not doing well. You say, let's bring in another fighter.
Oh, he's so mad. That's how the vice president works, dumb fuck. He's such a bitter... He's so mad that Biden left. And then Harris is kicking his ass already. It's awesome.
So our whole campaign was steered toward him.
Also, was there a new question, or we just shifted into
He couldn't
complaining
hear
about
her.
Joe Biden?
He couldn't hear her.
Oh,
He's
so I'm just
doing
going
his
to talk
best.
about this.
Yeah, he's doing his
Okay, all right, fair enough.
He's doing his best.
That's what he said.
Now we have to steer it toward, but ultimately it's the same because they have bad policy. They have policies of open borders, unbelievable open borders, horrible energy policies. They want to get rid of, as you say, gasoline in cars. They want to get rid of oil. They want to get rid of
Everybody calls it gasoline.
efficient heating.
Gasoline.
Environmentally, what they're doing is killing our country.
Gasoline.
They're absolutely destroying our country. But the inflation is the thing that's hurting the black worker, the black population, and every other population within our country. Inflation is the worst it's been, I think, in over 100 years.
You think?
And
Wasn't
they'll
it just
fact check
50
it. They'll
years
say it's
or
Yeah,
only
he
50 years.
extended that.
Whatever it may
It's the worst it's been in 50, 100. I think it's the worst it's ever been. By far. By far.
be. They don't add all the numbers. They don't add the really bad numbers, and you can check that too. But inflation, Harris, is absolutely destroying this country and the people in our country. Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
President, can I ask you
Inflation,
another
Harris?
question
Yes,
that is also impacting black Americans?
And that's very clear now. Good.
I'm sorry?
It's very clear. I hear you.
Okay. So Sonia Massey, someone from Illinois, an unarmed
boy.
black woman, was shot the other day in her home by a deputy sheriff. The deputy has said...
Ma'am, you look Indian.
Are you sure you're black?
Are you black? Have you chosen a lane before we continue this conversation? What percentage of black are you, may I ask?
been charged with murder. You said police would get immunity from prosecution if you win. Why should someone like that officer
Fantastic
have
question.
immunity?
I
in your
love that he's
opinion?
getting questioned like this.
Dude,
Like,
he's
he
getting-
never. I'm so happy he said yes to do this. Obviously, it was a terrible idea on
Well,
his part, but
he didn't understand what he was doing.
I guess
Someone
how could
really
he
fucked
not?
up.
Or they must be desperate. Like this seems desperate.
He said he thought it was a debate with one
Yeah,
of his
remember he said
opponents.
he thought there was somebody
He thought
else.
Kamala
and
would be here.
Oh,
He was going to do it on Zoom, but she wouldn't do it.
That's what he
like
said.
do we believe that in any way?
Why the fuck would he come to
He was duped
Wouldn't an event like that be like super advertised beforehand?
and
if, like,
planned.
they'd
Yeah,
be
it's just like
speaking?
there was no surprise. Like, what are you talking
He
about?
said it right out the gate. I don't know. I don't think he knew what he was getting himself into, clearly.
Yeah.
Because he's in a viper's den. Like, look at this.
He needs a new team then.
They should put him in the middle so he's just surrounded. They gave him an out there on the edge.
Right.
Immunity?
Immunity.
I don't know the exact
They're so
case,
far
but
away
I
from
saw
each other. Like
something.
this.
I don't know the
Yeah.
exact, what you don't know about this giant news story.
Someone like that officer have immunity, in your opinion?
Immunity?
Immunity.
I don't know the exact case, but I saw something, and it didn't look.
You ready for president?
good to me. It didn't look good
Now
to
we
me.
really get
don't
to
look
play
good
with
to me.
fire.
What is
I didn't like it at all.
Well, police are not backing this person either. But again, why would-
They're charging the officer. I guess they're charging the officer.
so why should he receive immunity?
Well, he might not. I mean, it depends. It depends on what happens. I'm talking about people that are much different cases than that. We need
Not
people
him,
to
other
protect
cases.
ourselves. And by the way, in Chicago, as an example, a few weeks ago, July 4th weekend, we had 117 shootings and 17 deaths.
What does this have to do
Nobody
with
wants that.
police
Nobody
immunity?
wants that. We need to have our police officers have the respect and dignity back. In this particular case, I saw something that didn't look good to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
So, can you get a little more
I'm
specific
against
back to
black
the
getting
immunity
shot.
question?
Seems like he's putting it
Who would
mildly.
make those
Well, right now, for the
distinctions?
most part, people are protected by their unions, by their police unions, or by their police departments. But I'm saying if I felt or if a group of people would feel that somebody was being unfairly prosecuted because the person did a good job maybe with crime or made a
What's
mistake.
that game where you're, is that Cat's Cradle?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow,
what he
yeah,
did.
I thought of that.
Then
Long time.
I have to say,
He's got great hand motions.
Thank you so much for saying that,
Big
Tom.
fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cat's Cradle is a fantastic game.
Innocent mistake. There's a big difference between being a bad person and making an innocent mistake. But if somebody made an innocent mistake, I would want to help that person.
What would those exceptions be? What would determine
You
it
go
as a
after
mistake?
somebody and it's a very close call and it's very dangerous. And you know, they have the policeman's life and woman is a very difficult thing because sometimes you have less than a second to make a life and death decision, and sometimes very bad decisions are made. They're not made from an evil standpoint, but they're made from the standpoint of they made a mistake.
So I want to follow up really quickly. I find it interesting because you do talk about reining in prosecutors, especially when it comes to prosecutors that are prosecuting you. Why doesn't that skepticism apply to law enforcement?
Well, I've been prosecuted because I'm a political opponent of two people that have weaponized our justice system. I've been prosecuted. I just won the big case in Florida. Everyone said that was the biggest case. That was the most difficult case.
I win the biggest cases.
And I just won it. Now, Biden has a similar case, except
Exactly what happened.
I was protected under the Presidential Records Act. Biden wasn't because he
Cat's
wasn't
Cradle,
president at the
everybody.
time.
Fantastic
And he had
game.
50 years worth of documents, and they ruled that he was incompetent, and therefore he shouldn't stand trial. And I said, isn't that something? He's incompetent and he can't stand.
His hands seem to be working overtime. Like he's really in a frenzy, I feel like. Is he usually that animated? I know he's always
He's
super.
probably fired up. He's fired up.
Yeah.
He's on the defensive right now.
Trial, and yet he can be president. Isn't that nice?
Mr. President,
But
I
they
wanna keep-
released him on the
Isn't that
basis
nice?
that he was incompetent. They said he had no memory, and he was a nice old guy, but he had no memory, and so, therefore we're not going to prosecute him.
He's a nice old man.
I won the
He's
case,
like a baby
and
telling
it
a
got very
story.
little publicity.
I didn't like
notice
it.
NBC doing any publicity on it, George.
We cover you
George
extensively, sir.
Slopadopoulous.
I'd love to move over on to
I didn't
different
notice
topics.
you do any publicity on it at all. I won the case, the biggest case. This is an attack on a political opponent. I have another one where I have a hot.
He's really emphasizing the shoulders there. You see that
I'd
move?
love to move on to different
No,
topics.
excuse
if
you.
we
You're the one that held me up for 35 minutes. Just so you know.
Dude, the audience,
He's coming back hard. He doesn't give a fuck about getting booed.
the audience is great. Everyone's just gasping.
Because it's
Going out to
so
the race,
unnecessarily.
but I want to get back to the campaign. Senator J.D. Vance is your running mate. He's had a lot of controversy lately, and I want to read you a few things that he has said in the past. He said the Democrats running the country are a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. He's not talking here about how great it is to be a parent. He's attacking what he says are the choices people are making to not have children. Did you know that he had...
If you think that's bad, you should hear what I say. That's nothing.
That's mild.
Yes.
his views about people who do not have children before you pick them to be your running mate, and do you agree with him?
No, I know this. He is very
Right back to it.
family-oriented, and he thinks family is a great thing. That doesn't mean he thinks that if you don't have a family, it's not. I know people with families. I know people with great families. I know people with very troubled families, and I also know people with no families. They didn't meet the right person. Things happen. You go through life, you don't meet the right person.
But he's not just talking
Excuse
about
me.
families here.
And
He also
excuse
said
me.
that people that don't have children to get less votes than
That's
those
all
that
right.
do.
I'm just speaking.
I'm rambling incoherently about types of families I know,
He strongly
okay?
believes in family, but I know people with great families. I know people with...
Oh, God, he's going back into this.
And the people
We
without
got it. You know what families
are
is.
superior in many cases, okay?
There's families,
He's
big
not-
families, small
About
families,
families.
medium families,
Dysfunctional
small,
families.
medium,
Found families.
Large,
You can even
yeah.
find a family.
orphanage.
Did you
Some
know
people
that?
Consider them
Not a lot of
family.
people know that.
It's a family of types. H3 show, for example, they say they're family.
what he's saying is that he thinks the family experience is a very important thing. It's a very good thing. But that doesn't mean that if you grow up and you grow older and you don't meet somebody
What about
that
the cat
would be
lady
wonderful to
part?
meet and would have been good, that's a bad thing. He's not saying that. My interpretation,
explicitly was.
Yes, Kim, actually, but my
That's
interpretation
actually
is
exactly what he was saying.
family-oriented. But that doesn't mean if you don't have a family, there's something wrong with it.
Just one last point, and then we'll move on. Just one of the bedrock principles of American life is one person, one vote. Senator J.D. Vance has suggested that someone who has children should have more votes than a person who does not have children. I just want to be clear here. Is that the position of your campaign?
Well, no, but it's not something I have ever heard before. I can tell you this. Right now, you have illegal aliens coming into our country.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, my
Many from
God.
prisons and many from mental institutions,
They're like, get a
and
load
they
of
want to
this
give them votes. I don't think they should have votes. They came into our country illegally,
People
and
who
they're
are only
taking the
American
vote away
citizens
from
are
all
allowed
of
to
the
vote,
people
sir.
in this room that have been here a long time, that have worked hard, that in many cases, and you'll see this happening, if I'm not elected, you're going to see it happen. If I am, you're not going to have any problem. But you're going to see it happening a long time. You're going to see the people in this room and people outside of this room are going to be losing their jobs to people that have come into this country illegally.
Mr. President, can we
Taking
start
all
with
the
this
journalist
conversation
jobs.
right now? Because I felt like that Vice President question,
J.D. Vance says if you have more kids, you should get a vote
candidate
for every
question
kid.
was right in there with that. So let's talk about J.D. Vance for a little bit. He's had some stumbles out of the gate. I don't know if you're hearing what we hear as reporters, but
This is
it's
the
been
Fox
a tough
News
couple of
woman
weeks for
saying
him.
this.
Why did you choose J.D. Vance? Why did you choose him? And I'm having a hard time
J.D.
hearing-
Vance, his wife is Indian, not black, just to be clear.
He's like, I saw his movie on Netflix, loved him. He has a movie on Netflix.
J.D. Vance does?
Yeah, Hillbilly Elegy. That's why everyone loves him, is because that movie.
what?
What's it called?
Oh,
Hillbilly
shit, I
what?
didn't know that.
Elegy?
Elegy.
Eulogy?
Hillbilly elegy.
Eulogy?
Elegy.
What's an elegy?
It's like it's like a sad song or
Isn't
something.
that a
right?
eulogy?
No.
Anyway, it was like top selling book for a while. They made it
A
to a movie on
poem
Netflix.
of reflection, a lament for the dead.
That's a eulogy.
It's a poem specifically. Eulogy is like
Eulogy could be a
specifically
poem.
something that you deliver at a funeral, right?
So could an elegy
No.
be a eulogy? Could you?
An elegy is a poem. Here's a elegy versus eulogy.
The great debate.
I think it's a car in GTA 5. Elegy.
Elegy is a poem that expresses sorrow or melancholy, often about somebody who has died. A eulogy is usually a speech that praises the achievements of a character.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah,
realize we were
it's a
we were out
subtle
there-
distinction, but yeah.
I didn't realize we were out there writing poems. 2024 people. Okay.
Well, it's not a poem. It's a book about him
It's a
growing
little
up.
silly. We're out here writing poems.
Yeah. No,
I
agree.
write words
Right.
with periods and capitals. All right.
We did it. Got to the bottom of it.
Where are we? What are we doing?
Very good.
I know everybody out there can, but it's
I'll
hard
tell
to
you
hear.
why. I chose him because he's a very strong believer in work and the working man and woman, and especially the working man and woman who have been treated very unfairly, because you have many of them in this room, but you have many of those people, they were treated very unfairly. They worked very hard and they were treated unfairly. He wrote the book that became a bestseller. The movie became a smash hit. He's a very smart guy.
Ooh, that was right.
Without the benefit of having a family that has contacts, like a father that was well connected. He got into Yale Law School. He graduated in 2 years from Ohio State.
Yeah, just like most poor people
I mean, you
that
take
have
a
a
look
parent
at,
with the
you know,
connection
his
to
career
Yale.
has been an amazing career. He started off at a level with a difficult family situation, very difficult with the mother and the father and everything else. He ends up going to Yale Law School, was one of the top students, became the head of the Law Journal. I mean, that's an amazing thing. He's a 4-year, he was in the military with great distinction for 4 years, got out, went into business, became successful in business, very successful in business, actually. Did public offerings and other things. And I have to believe in that. I mean, he's somebody that was born in a rough situation. Most of the people know that situation because it was very well documented in his book. And I have a lot of respect for somebody that can get into Yale and become one of the best students in Yale, that meets a young woman at Yale who was also outstanding and didn't get married.
I'm telling you,
beautiful
literally,
family,
this is
but
like
he had a
all shown in the movie. All he knows about him came from that movie.
He probably, I don't think he,
He probably didn't. He didn't watch.
he barely
the movie.
knows who he is. Actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure he did.
Just based.
They just
whatever's
told him
in the
take it.
No,
hour and a half.
I think he is getting his information from the movie. You're totally right. But he like read the clip notes. You know,
Yeah.
he read the Wikipedia article about the movie, not even the book.
Right.
So he knows like the rough outline.
He had a beautiful romance with his wife. He came in the rain and said, "I can't quit you." Phenomenal. Tear, very moving. Sir, that's The Notebook. I haven't seen that movie.
No,
But
I
that's
Can't
from the-
Quit You is not the
Can't
Notebook.
Quit You is not from the Notebook.
No,
What is that from?
the one with the two cowboys.
That's Brokeback Mountain. What do they say when it's raining? in the Notebook?
In the Notebook, they
What
say.
do you want?
Go ahead, AB. You
I
know the
never
answer.
stopped loving you.
His
Doesn't he
wife-
say that?
Book.
Something like that. I haven't
He
seen
said,
it in a
if
long
you're a
time.
bird, I'm a bird.
That's, yeah, when they're at the beach, he says, if
We're
you're a bird, I'm a
birds.
bird.
We're birds. Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, he says, I wrote to you every day. That's what he says.
That's JD Vance.
He says, "Don't you fucking remember me? Are you stupid?"
What are you stupid?
Did he
You
say
dumb?
that? If that's a joke,
thing
I
was
don't
it-
get it. I haven't seen it.
No, he doesn't say that.
You should watch it.
Goes to Ohio, lives in Ohio, and he had my endorsement. That helped. But he wins the Senate. He becomes a United States Senator.
Yeah,
so
what
he's a United States Senator.
Take credit.
And so, Harris, like I respect you for your success, I respect people for their success.
The reason I asked the question is because the last time you and I sat and talked was the day that you were shot. We've been together for much of that day. You left to go to Butler, Pennsylvania, and we didn't know what was next. And 2 days after that,
I cannot understand your microphone.
I know it was really hard to understand.
I mean, I think as I've been on stage in this situation, they must not have like a monitor, which is really fucked up.
Yeah,
It's really,
one of the ladies said that she couldn't hear him too, so it seems to be an actual issue.
come on,
Turn up the mic.
Yeah, for real.
that sucks. I mean, it really is annoying.
Understand you perfectly.
Push
Whoa.
this closer.
I can understand you.
I'm not going to hear that.
But
People
I
are
can't
really-
understand.
I don't think he's trying to do anything.
Because of the distance, and the mics are really in lousy shape, but I cannot understand what you're saying.
So what I wanted to say was the last time we spoke,
Oh yeah, yeah. So look, people have pointed this out.
Okay, I am almost certain that he thought it was his water and then put it back.
Yeah, it's funnier to think that he tightened her water bottle.
It is funny, but I don't think that's what happened. That's what people online were saying.
Because he does it as soon as she looks away, and I'm willing to believe it.
I think
That seems like a petty thing that Trump would do to people.
Would you think so?
Yeah.
On
Like,
camera?
listen, on a real level, I get it. He probably just instinctively reached over and
Yeah.
grabbed the water bottle that
I can
was
see myself
kind of
in that.
pointed towards and realized it's not his.
Dang.
But it's way funnier to think that he tried to
so
sabotage her.
what I wanted to say was the last time we spoke, you said some words that were prophetic.
The thing, he's got to make.
Because why doesn't he go for his then? Once he realized, doesn't he want a
I
sip?
think it was a nervous grab, and I think he just tried to make it look like he meant to do it or some shit. You know?
Or maybe.
I don't know. I have a hard time believing that he actually.
That he's that nuts. I don't really.
Is that even a thing? Like tightening someone's water? You know what I mean? Like shaking a
It seems
soda.
like a power move. It seems like it seems like such a
Power move number 11.
Was he tightening it or loosening it?
He tightened it for sure.
He went to the right. Did he? I thought he was opening it up. Yeah, I thought he was going to the left.
Initially.
Yeah. Hold on.
Forensic analysis here. Let's take a close look.
The meme take is that he did it to fuck with her, but the actual take is that he thought it was
probably
his
just
water.
It has to.
And then put it back when he realized.
Are we buffering?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know what's the fuck with YouTube. Like, hello.
The mics are shitty. YouTube is shitty.
Oh, God. Hit
The
escape.
tubes.
Hit escape.
No, I refuse.
If you change quality back and
That's what I'm
forth.
doing. Let's go down to 360, folks. 360p. It's enough P. Not a lot, but enough.
A little bit of P.
It's a little bit of P. It's enough. Not a lot.
We don't have enough P.
Just to be
I'm working on my Trump. I don't think he's gonna win anymore, though. I thought he was gonna win for a minute, and
I
now
thought being shot was like taking
me
him.
too.
Yeah,
But
but it's
Kamala's
gone.
so bad.
Yeah.
She's in.
The video's back. All right, let's.
So,
Like I respect you for your success.
Yeah, let me skip forward.
the last time you and I sat and talked was the Butler, Pennsylvania.
Your microphone.
I know, it is really...
Happy to hear that.
But I can't understand, Harris.
I have a few more questions.
Because of the distance and the mics are really in lousy shape. They're lousy. I cannot understand what you're saying.
So what I wanted to say was the last time we spoke, you said some words
Nah, he
that were
tightens it.
prophetic.
That was a tighten.
I think he was going to open it.
I think he was opening it.
I think maybe initially, but
Let's
then.
take a look.
He tried to, and then he tightened it up.
We're gonna
Tried to
get.
cover his tracks.
I have a few more questions.
Because of the distance and the mics are really in lousy shape, but I cannot understand what you're saying.
Okay, reaches. That's quite a reach too. That feels like you know you're reaching for somebody
No.
else's
Once
drink.
he's
That
restarted the
amount of
motion,
lean.
once he's started the motion, you have to follow through. Otherwise, you look like a klutz.
I always follow through.
Always, no matter what. Exactly. So he grabs the bottle, goes back.
Let's see which way he turns the lid.
Initially,
It looks like he's opening it.
yeah, it does look like he's opening.
Yeah, he tightened it.
Initially.
So, but that explains it. He was gonna open it, and he's like, "This isn't my bottle." And then he
And he's
closed
like,
Let's
oh, this
look
is
at how
already
hard
open.
he tightens it here.
But he probably is a hard
I'm
tight.
very strong.
I think he was going for leverage.
The video play.
I'm trying, Dad. I'm going frame by frame. This is important. I'm going to absolve him. He's not guilty.
He was going for leverage to open it.
Yeah. But Dan brings an excellent point up. That is clearly, when you have to reach like that, it's clearly not
That bottle
your
is
water.
not intended for
committed.
you.
He's
Everyone
committed.
I'm with you, Dan.
Everyone knows that.
Yes.
No, you guys are dead wrong. You guys don't understand power moves. And it shows, frankly.
It is a power move. No, you don't understand power.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh.
Okay. Guess you're
Oh,
right.
really?
Really?
For real.
Said some
I mean, listen. On a serious note, people are actually getting hysterical about this on Twitter.
Are they?
It's so stupid. Like, he's such a dumbass. Don't get hysterical over this stupid
He said
moment.
he did way dumber things than that. So
Like,
in this
actually
video.
dumb troubling stuff. Like, don't give...
Like the entirety of this interview.
For sure.
They get all... And then the conservatives go like, look at them. They're so Trump derangement syndrome. They're obsessed over a water bottle.
I thought Black Jobs was like awesome. I mean, super offensive. That was way worse.
Black jobs, like basketball, they're taking all your jobs.
That's a black job, obviously.
The Mexicans are taking over the NBA. It's out of control. They're sending their criminals and their very tall NBA players.
words that were prophetic, because I asked you who you wanted to choose for vice president.
Yeah.
And you said normally it really wouldn't matter what they would bring, you choose somebody that you think has a future, that sort of thing. But you said these words 3.5 hours before an attempted assassination on your life.
Somebody says he has an OCD compulsion to tighten water bottles. There are years of clips of it. So you guys are being ableist. And I'm the one on the right side of history.
Does that explain his hand motions too? Was that like an OCD thing?
Wait, but that would confirm that it was him reaching over to tighten it.
No, I think it's once it's in his hand, he needs to tighten it.
Bless you.
I don't think he's just grabbing anybody's water.
I mean, he didn't drink from that water bottle.
Yeah, because he realized it wasn't his. Obviously.
Giving him a lot of grace here.
You became a black person.
Just to be
She became a black person. Is there a cleaner one, Zach?
No, she steps on it right at the end.
That's awesome.
God, that's not professionalism.
Eliminate all possible.
Back to journalism school, lady.
Interrogate anybody.
Told me that bad things happen, Harris, and that's why this decision is important this time. Bad things happen. You said it twice. When you look at J.D. Vance, is he ready on day one?
Does he what?
Ready on day one.
Again, I can't hear you.
I've always had great respect for him.
J.D. Vance is a day two kind of guy.
Even when he called me
how would
his-
Day one, but day 2, maybe 3, maybe 3.
The only acceptable answer to that question is just an immediate yes.
Yeah.
It's possible he did not hear her. Like, being real.
Oh, maybe. Let's see what it is.
And for the other candidates too. But I will say this, and I think this is well documented. Historically, the vice president, in terms of the election, does not have any impact. I mean, virtually no impact.
That's awesome. That was so awesome. He said it. Listen,
I need his donors. It doesn't fucking matter who he is, okay?
He's completely worth it.
Mike who, I mean, let's be real, nobody cares. He could have been hanged, nobody would have cared.
That's crazy.
Always had great respect for him. And for the other candidates too. But I will say this, and I think this is well documented. Historically, the vice president, in terms of the election, does not have any impact. I mean, virtually.
He says in terms of the election.
Sure, yeah. But the question was, is he ready on day 1 to step into the role of being president?
I don't think he heard. I'm running defense for.
I'm with Dan.
Yeah, you love Trump today.
He can't hear her. You know what I mean?
No, I do know.
He got shot. Don't you have any fucking respect? That man took a bullet for our country.
True.
His ear looks totally fucking like undamaged. He must have been like a scratch, because we would have seen photos of his like mangled ear or something. You know?
Yeah, that ear is gorgy on.
It's a gorge. That's the one that was hit too, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful ear, man.
Fully intact.
Flawless.
Glowing. No impact. You have 2 or 3 days where there's a lot of commotion as to who, like you're having it on the Democrat side, who it's going to be. And then that dies down, and it's all about the presidential pick. Virtually never has it mattered. Maybe Lyndon Johnson mattered for different reasons of what we're talking about. Not for vote reasons, but for political reasons.
What the? Trump, that's not how linear time works. They didn't know Lyndon Johnson was going to be president. Unless maybe he's doing like a subtle JFK. Oh, maybe he's exposing the JFK conspiracy right there.
Somebody says, I get it because I can never hear anyone. It's true. It does hit close to home. I hate not being able to hear her.
But did you catch what he said there? He's saying the vice president doesn't matter. Well, Lyndon B. Johnson, it might have mattered. Yeah, because he died, and that's why the vice president matters. Is because you could be killed. You should know that. Somebody tried to kill you.
He's just
2 weeks ago. You were shot at like 2 weeks ago, bro.
You should be dead, frankly. I mean, with how close that was.
Yeah, you were incredibly lucky.
Actually, I was just thinking
your vice president would have to step in.
I was thinking to myself, it is kind of impressive how like close he got to dying like a week ago, and he's kind of out there yapping.
Yeah, nothing's changed. He didn't have like a come to God moment.
Like he didn't take any time off. Like, I don't know. I felt like if I got that close to death, I would need like a few days.
Yeah.
No. But he's right back on the trail, man.
Dude, he went golfing the day after.
He did. He fucking did.
9 a.m. tea time.
He had to enjoy whatever he had left, you know? He was like golf, presidency, all the things I love so much.
It's pretty, it is kind of impressive, I'll say that, as I'm glazing up Trump this whole time.
You voted for the president, and you can have a vice president who's outstanding in every way, and I think JD is. I think that all of them would have been. But you're not voting that way. You're voting for the president. You're voting for me. If you like me, I'm going to win. If you don't like me, I'm not going to win.
I'm going to get my JD Vance question in.
JD Vance?
I'm going to get my JD Vance question in. To your point and to Rachel's point, he has a lot of opinions about childless women like myself or divorced people like yourself. I mean, my point is
it was said in a friendly manner.
My point is...
Wait, hold on. What did he say? She could have said that in a friendly manner. I gotta hear it. Fucking love this.
It was said in a friendly...
At least.
Oh, okay.
Like throwing shade at the other ladies.
Yeah. Didn't sound that friendly, but... God damn. The year is 2024. The circle is still buffering. What have we accomplished since AOL dial-up modem? Where have we been?
You should reload the page. 2407 is the timestamp.
Why should I have to reload the page in the year 2024? It's not my responsibility.
Yeah, no.
Change the quality. Pop that right up to 720. See what happens.
Did you refresh the page?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, well.
2407.
There we go.
As journalists, we use opportunities like these.
Look out. Enemy spy doing that see-through wall thing again.
Or people like yourself. Do you think?
That was great.
I mean, my
But
point
at
is
least
here.
it was said in a friendly manner.
My point is.
He got laughed, dude. He's winning him over.
He's killing it.
He's winning him over, dude. This guy knows how to work a crowd.
He's always been funny.
The Republican Party is getting a little bit too judgy about people's lives when you think about abortion or when you think about what J.D. Vance is saying.
I don't think, I think that the Democrat Party is really the one that has the problem. I think they're radical on abortion because they're allowing abortion in the 9th month. They're allowing the
But I think it's
they're
about
allowing the
freedom,
death
right?
of a baby after the
That's
baby
just
is
such a
born.
weird,
based
dumb
on-
lie.
Sir, that's
Governor of
illegal in
Virginia.
every state in the country.
Based on the governor of Virginia,
Executing a
they're
baby
allowing
in
the
every
death
state
of
in
the
the country
baby
is illegal.
Yeah,
after it's
thank you.
born. They're
It's a crime.
allowing abortions in the 8th and 9th month.
After the baby's born?
I think
Just
they're-
talk straight through
In
it.
some
Like you're being
cases-
told directly. That
In
is
some cases, you have 10 minutes to kill the
illegal.
baby after it's born.
If it's
that
an
is
ugly
illegal in
baby,
all
pull
50
the plug.
states.
You
Doesn't
look,
matter.
you don't like, it doesn't look like the father, you kill it, you take it out. You forget it happened. That's what Democrats are doing.
And I think the Republican Party is actually much less. I think I've made them much less radical, perhaps. But the Republican Party, what we're doing is bringing it back to the states where everybody wanted it. Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives, everybody wanted abortion brought back. They didn't want Roe v. Wade in the federal government. They wanted it. Everybody
But the
wanted
majority
it
of
back.
Americans oppose Roe v. Wade being overturned.
I don't know about that.
Everybody
Right now,
wanted
they're
it
voting.
back.
It brought it back to the states. Now, I happen to believe in the 3 exceptions. Ronald Reagan believed with rape, incest, life of the mother. I do. I think most
Okay,
people do. I think
that's
most-
interesting. That's in conflict with.
He's always had to flip-flop
Yeah.
on abortion because, frankly, he obviously...
If he knocked the girl up,
He's
he
probably
would abort
paid
the
for
baby.
so many
No, no, no.
abortions.
I'm
yeah,
sure
exactly.
he's had
No.
abortion.
For sure, no question.
Like
100%.
Like several.
Yes.
Yes.
And well,
And he didn't even take her to the doctor either. He
the
just
thing
sent her
is,
on her
like,
way.
if your position is you can get an abortion in the case of incest, rape, crime, whatever, or like if the baby's sick or whatever, the mom's sick, then that's like an acceptable position to have. I don't think there wouldn't really be that big of a issue with it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I still disagree with that position, but I mean, if we're talking degrees, like obviously, yeah, because the mainstream thrust of the Republican Party has gone completely extreme on this issue, and
it's
I mean, it's already happening where there's states where it's just 100% banned with no exceptions.
Yeah,
and so yeah, compared to that, Trump is a moderate.
This is a big departure from like where the party's at.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting.
Most Republicans.
But then
do
he's
also.
simultaneously going on about post-birth abortions and stuff happening all the time. So I don't know.
But if you take a look, right now they're doing, it's an amazing thing, out of the federal government, it's in states, and people are voting. And I will say, Ohio is, let's call it a more liberal version, has been approved. Kansas, the same thing, a little bit surprising to a lot of people. But the people are now voting, and it's taking this issue that's been going on for 52 years and has torn our country apart, and it's giving it to the people to vote on. And they're voting. And many states have already voted. Others are in the process of voting. And it's bringing it back to the people and a vote of the people. And it's not at all radical. And again, you have to follow your heart. I happen to believe in the 3 exceptions. Most people believe in the 3 exceptions. Most Republicans believe in the exceptions.
They don't.
I don't think so.
They don't want to see an abortion in the 9th month or the 8th month. Almost everybody agrees to that. And they certainly don't want to see, in the case of the governor of Virginia, the former governor, I might add, who said, we set the baby aside and then we decide what to do. Meaning, what do? We execute the baby. That's a
Execute the baby.
horrible position. And some people want that. I don't want it.
Bring out the Iron Maiden for the baby. We have baby Iron Maidens. The Democrats are putting them in every hospital.
Now we really get to play with fire.
Thank you. Can I just pivot really quickly to another question about you brought up health, Harris. You're an active man. We see you golfing all the time. But if you win, you'll still be president at 82, which is older than Biden is right now.
Donald.
Here's the question.
He's shot. But most people, I know many people in the 80s and the 90s that are great chicks, some of our greatest leaders. You look at throughout the world history, the greatest leaders, some of the greatest leaders in the world were in their 80s.
But here's the question. Would you consider...
Yeah, who? Name some.
Until like very recently, people didn't live that long. You know?
Well, yes and no, but I mean, even beyond that, what are the examples of the super elderly
I'm at ChatGPT right now.
Like, just
are there any great?
Churchill was pretty old.
I don't think he was in his 80s.
Old my year? Was she pretty old? Always looked old.
Winston Churchill, age.
Let's see. Nelson Mandela was okay. He was in his 80s.
Okay.
He continued to be active. Well, so this was after.
Churchill was only in the 60s.
Hold on.
During World War II.
After his presidency, he continued to be active in various capacities into his 80s. So he wasn't president.
Wasn't president in his 80s.
Yeah.
Emperor Palpatine.
Queen Elizabeth, that doesn't count. She didn't do shit.
Queen roll shit, dude.
Pope Benedict, are you telling? That guy's like a fucking
we're talking
raisin.
Official.
That guy's like a piece of dried out beef jerky. Like, what are you talking about? Winston Churchill, he was in, let's see, he served Prime Minister of UK during 2 separate terms, second of which lasted to 1955. He was in his late 70s, early 80s during this period. Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, man. Stuck around into
he made
the
it.
80s.
He made it. Okay, so he's Winston Churchill.
Stepping down if you felt your health was declining? Or would you,
absolutely.
And who would
I think I'd know. Look, if I came onto a stage like this and I got treated so rudely as this woman, oh my goodness. And I'm fine with it because she was very rude, sir. Very
rude. You, sir.
You specifically, you need to know.
Sir, I want you to know. Very rude.
Question. She didn't ask me a question. She gave a statement. That wasn't a question.
I repeat your answer to the question. You said you would.
Oh, absolutely. If I thought that I was failing in some way, I want people to be sharp. I'll go a step further. I want anybody running for president to take an aptitude test, to take a cognitive test. I think it's a great idea. And I took 2 of them and I aced them. I took 2 of them. But let me ask you, I would like to have people running for president, and I don't mean because they're 75 or 85. I think anybody running, I'd like to do it. People say it's not constitutional. I would like to have something passed where you can do it.
What's not?
I think we should know. I mean, I've watched what's happened in the last couple of years under this gentleman, and our country is a mess. We have inflation. We have the millions of people
The millions of people.
Which was the worst, most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. What he has done to our country, and her too, what they've done to our country, she has been a horrible vice president. She's considered the worst vice president in the history of our country.
Didn't you just say the vice president doesn't matter?
In the election.
I would love to
make it public.
Well, I've already taken 2 of them, but I'll do it again. I suggested, Harris, that let's take one.
I mean, do it through a third party, not like your family doctor that works at the White House.
Right, yeah.
I'm pretty sure is how he did it last time.
I said, Joe and I will go and take a cognitive test. Now, I'd do it with her, too. I would do it with her also. You know what? She failed her law exam. She didn't pass her law exam, so maybe she wouldn't pass the cognitive test.
Mr. President.
Hold on. How is that?
That's awesome.
That is such a lame attack. Like people failed their bar. She failed like the first time she took it.
JD Vance didn't.
Did he? I'd like to know. Maybe he did. I mean, a lot of people do.
He was saying he got through Ohio.
Let's see. Did JD Vance pass on his first try?
Yeah,
that would be fantastic if he didn't. If once you fail forever. JD Vance. You son of a gun.
Other play, you let me
You
know.
think she wouldn't pass? Just to be clear,
I'm just giving you the facts.
to be clear, you don't think.
She didn't pass her bar exam, and she didn't think she would pass it, and she didn't think she was going to ever pass it. And I don't know what happened. Maybe she passed it.
She did pass it.
There's a man over here. I think.
She's a lawyer.
I would like to ask you about January 6th.
He didn't say that.
I thought he said there's a man over here.
No
talking.
way.
Yeah, I think it is.
Didn't he say that? Lo?
No fucking
That's
way.
awesome if he
no,
did.
No.
Be quiet, ladies. There's a man
I would love
talking.
to ask you about January 6th. She didn't pass it.
There's a man over here. I
She didn't, in fact,
think
pass
he
it.
must work.
No, he's pointing to someone in the audience. That would be absolutely unhinged.
Mr. President, I would love to ask you about January
The same guy.
6th.
He's picking on that guy.
You called yourself the candidate of law and order. When Time Magazine asked you if you would consider pardoning all the rioters, you said, yes, absolutely. You called them patriots. 140 police officers.
I love this dude, how he sipped. Oh, he took her bottle. Yo, what the fuck? So he did. He did. Okay, hold on. This closes the case. He drank from her bottle.
Law and order. When Time Magazine asked you if you would consider pardoning all the rioters, you said, yes,
I mean, that settles it,
absolutely.
doesn't it?
You called them patriots. 140 police officers were
He's so weird. He
Their
can't
injuries
drink
include-
water normally.
But he
can't do it.
It's her bottle.
No, I agree. That yeah, that seems to indicate
vindicated,
He thinks
man.
it's his. I just love how he drinks.
Yeah,
from a
that's
water
what
bottle.
caught
Every
me.
time he does it, he's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever watched?
He
like,
doesn't
a
want to mess his
mermaid-
makeup up. That's what it has to be, right?
Yeah,
That or
that's
like-
definitely what it is.
mermaid shows that I used to watch when I was a kid, they had to drink water through a straw because if they got one drop on them, they would turn into a mermaid right there. And I like the idea that Trump would turn into a mermaid right there.
So dainty.
Yeah.
I'd be the
So
bad
dainty,
mermaid.
so beautiful.
I feel like it might be just that he's so rich and spoiled that he never has to drink water from a bottle, you know?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of videos of him
chalice.
doing it though. Is the thing.
Well,
And
like he
just-
never learned how
never
to do it
learned how to
correctly.
that could be.
Because he's always drinking out of like fucking
Yeah.
crystal glass or
He's
whatever.
caked in makeup. That's why he does it.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely one.
Yeah. That's how my aunt drinks out of a bottle. You know what I mean?
Is she caked in makeup?
Yeah. That's why she, you know, how many old ladies, you know, drink out of a bottle like that?
Right.
That's true.
140 police officers were assaulted that day. Their injuries included broken bones, at least one officer lost an eye, one had 2 cracked ribs, 2 smashed spinal discs, another had a stroke. Were the people who assaulted those 140 officers, including those I just mentioned, patriots who deserve pardons?
Well, let me bring it back to modern day. Like about 5 days ago, we
All right, I
had
have to
an
go.
attack.
Is that good when he gets pulled off stage? Like, how should I? Let me see how this happens.
I think they just say out loud that
Yes.
Let me see how this.
people are saying he has to go. So yeah, you can just get to the
I think
end.
we have to leave it there by the Trump team. All right. So leave it. That is the last word. Thank you so much, Mr. Trump, for coming today and joining us.
Well, thank you very much.
They've been telling us.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, everybody, very much. Great
Thank you,
honor.
Mr. President. NBJ will email about details.
His ass can't even barely get out of a chair. You see how he scooted forward?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
He hates her.
Yeah.
All right, what a show. God, he's huge. I mean, again, he hides it really good. But he's just like a chronic fat shamer, body shamer.
Right.
Look at the size of him, man. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look how it's jiggling all the fat.
Holy shit, dude.
Who is a director of like horror movies? You'd see his silhouette. What's that guy's name?
Hitchcock.
Hitchcock. He looks like fucking Hitchcock.
He's got that same body.
Same belly.
Don't call him a fat pig. You get this.
Real quick, I'm seeing different reports about JD Vance and his law exam, but I am seeing that Harris took her law exam in California, which is known for being hard. And at the time when she took it, the pass rate was around 50%.
There you go.
Team deathmatch.
And she did, of course, pass it.
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, listen.
He was the attorney general.
Members, we have a
State.
lot of fun here. Thanks for everyone for being here. Thank you to all the members for supporting the show. It means so
Can I
much.
really quick just read a couple of the big donos?
Yes.
Just to thank
talk to
some
you
of
about
these
one thing.
fine folks. Okay, then said, here's some cash. They donated $50 and said, here's some cash. Because I just got a promotion. Congrats.
Yay!
Operation's already
Kamala
underway.
beat
Get
this
to
idiot
work.
in November.
I'll
Great
brief you
job,
on the go.
everybody.
Let's
Comedy
go,
is so
Kamala.
back, Ethan. Ethan, comedy's back.
I'm
This
so
operation's already
into
underway.
Kamala.
Get to work.
back.
I'll brief
I'm
you
just
on
so
the go.
stoked. Yeah.
A longtime member, I've had his name around for a long time, Suna, donated 50 Norwegian kroners?
Oh,
Is
we
it
got some
okay?
kroners.
Okay.
Should we
Yeah.
return those, love? Can we keep their Norwegian money or should we return
Send
it?
them back.
How much did they give us?
50. 50 big
kroners.
I think that's probably like
50
$40 or
big
something like
crowns.
that.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Thank you.
No,
Well, I hate to
less.
say this, but it's their birthday today and they turned 34. Is it possible?
That doesn't sound right, does it? 50 or 500?
I figured it was similar to Swedish
50.
crowns.
What?
50.
So it says here $4.50.
Okay.
Which thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, they're asking for a girly hands from the family for her birthday. Can we give that to her? Happy birthday, Suna. Happy birthday. Thank you for your long-time support. Mel just said, I want to just say hi. Or I want to just say I love Tom being on the pod.
Oh, wow.
And can they get a hey girly from Tom just this once? Just once, Tom. This is your one.
What do I have to do?
Just do a hey girly.
Hey, girly.
No.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I'm not good at this.
You
Hey,
gotta-
girly.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah,
There it
yeah,
Can I do it, Olivia?
Yeah.
There we go.
Incredible work.
Let me see if there's any other. Here, this one was 500 Norwegian crowns.
Ooh. Kroners. Thank you, Kroners.
From Sabine. Thank you all for the copious amount of entertainment that you bring into my life.
Thank you
love
for the
all
Kroners.
and peace and love. This is Norwegian Tech Baddie. Oh, they were donating the other day. Or there was a
Tech Daddy?
Yeah, why does that name sound familiar?
That's a very
Talk about
generous
Norwegian
amount of
Tech
Kroners. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. That's a lot of crowns. Thank you.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, I think they were donating a bunch.
Thank you, Tech Daddy.
And a first-time super chat from Jenna for $20. This is my first super chat. He does not understand being from two different cultural and racial backgrounds. I mean, he understands. He's just an asshole.
Yeah, he's just an asshole.
He's just a fucking asshole.
Somebody asked who I support for VP. I don't know. It seems like they're all decent. I like Pete Buttigieg. I don't know if they'll.
I don't think that's happening.
They'll bring on him, but they all seem like decent choices from what I've seen. Just a bunch of white dudes, which is probably
a bunch of white governors,
which is what everyone expected, basically, to be her running mate.
Yeah.
Or what happens if Biden becomes the VP? That'd be pretty cool. Or no, he can't. Can he do that again?
I think he
Probably
technically
could.
Yeah, he could. That'd be fun.
Not sure who. Yeah.
I don't think that would be a good move.
No, but it'd be funny.
She dies and he's right back.
Yeah. Anyways, you got to go, right? It's 2.
Yeah. I wish I could stick around and read more, but I do have to go. Somebody told me to Google DJ Khaled fridge.
Redemption is due.
Someone's saying I've been vindicated. Oh, look at this fucking guy's fridge. This is just like Ralph's, isn't this? That's his refrigerator?
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
With all that.
Oh, my boy got some new veneers. It's like,
Veneers are so stupid.
Dude,
They
they're-
never fucking look good.
it's just like
Why?
the thing right now. It's just
It shouldn't be a thing.
I think some are really good. But
No.
some of they all look the same.
His smile in that one.
Like, if you on Summer House got him, he was horrible.
This kid. Look at I love it. All right, listen, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to our members. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow for a fantastic show. Thank you, Tom. Always great to see you. My friends, my family. I will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful evening and the rest of your day. All I need is the rhythm divine.
There you go.
I've become an unironic Ricky Martin fan. I love those guys.
Enrique Iglesias.
I love those guys, man.
You love him.
Ricky Martin's such a great. He's got that other one.
And go burn those jars.
Living La Vida
Living
Loca.
Yeah,
La
yeah,
Vida
that's the one.
Loca.
So many hits coming out from Ricky. It's
Ricky
a great one. Hi,
Iglesias.
Ela. Welcome.
Give it up. Thank you. Give it up.
So we actually have a lot of great stuff to talk about today. First of all, there's some news stories, some stuff happening. There's also some creative works in the mix that I think everybody's going to love. But first, before we get into that, I want to say that, Hila, that lovely dress of yours is on sale right now.
No way!
TeddyFresh.com. Teddy Fresh
Show the back.
summer
show the
sale.
back.
It's happening right
Love.
now. Up to 50% off select items for summer. Check it out, TeddyFresh.com. Today. Tana opened up about the Cody Ko situation. I watched this video and I felt like she's going through a lot right now. She didn't really even mention Cody Ko in the video, did she?
She did. She said
that it's been draining, I feel like, right?
Yeah. I guess her life is very different than mine because she goes in the video, every time I go outside, everybody's always talking to me about it. And I was like, that sounds dramatic. But then I was like, well, I guess if you're going
If you actually go outside, yeah.
and you're out with people.
Yeah. And it's a story that everybody's talking about.
And especially people in her sphere are like very up to date, I'm sure. what's going on.
Yeah. True, girl.
True, girl.
Anyway, here's a new update from the Tiny Meat Gang. Putting out big old statements here. Hi, everyone. How we feeling about that so far?
Good.
Bullshit.
Hey feels a little casual.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah.
But it feels
More formal, please.
Hello.
Hello.
I think a hello or even a hi.
I think no hello or hi.
humble than hi.
I
feel
think
like hi is
personally
a bit
no
bold.
greeting.
Maybe a sup.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you
Sup?
off.
No.
Sup, y'all?
To me,
Hey, everyone.
hate feels friendly. Like a hey is a friendly greeting.
That's
Jolly.
Yeah.
But this is not a jolly moment. They're missing
That's what I'm
the mark.
saying. It's a mistake. I would take a hi or a hello.
Hay's for horses, bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to say thank you for the messages and support. It means a lot to me. Hold the phone. I need those names. Who the fuck's been messaging you support? Oh, it's from Noel. It's from
It's
Noel.
Noel, so it's not Cody.
Okay, but still, Noel kind of ran defense for him a little bit. I was pretty disappointed by his original message, where he's like,
I mean,
Cody needs to. This is a personal matter for Cody, and he's going to be just stepping away a bit and still, owning the company.
I feel like we just need to hear from Cody. It's not Noel's business to clean up for Cody's issues.
He's in a tough spot. That being said,
Like, they're two separate people.
It ain't over till it's over. But I'm
No, they're the
pretty
same,
sure it's
man.
all
They're the
over for
same
your
thing.
group.
Well, Noel's in a tough spot because they definitely have the same audience. So he definitely needs to, he wants to address it, but at the same time, he doesn't want to lose everything as well. So,
How can he address it when Cody hasn't addressed it yet?
right.
Yeah. Also, I imagine that I would like to believe that Noel probably wants to talk about it. Cody's an asshole and did this horrible thing, and he's probably pushing back a lot. And I would like to believe that maybe Noel was
We
like, we
ain't
need to make
winning
a
at
statement
this
for the
rate.
studio. Like, we at least need to make a statement for all of our shows. And I think that it was signed Cody first, the statement that TMG put out. So I wonder if maybe Cody wrote up most of it, where it was like, Cody will be taking a step back. I know he had to agree to it, but...
that was written the way I interpret that with both their names and Cody's first. This was a... They're in, man. They're in together. I hear the echoes of the DJ set. I'll be back next week with a new episode of TMG. See you soon. He's going to be back. TMG episode with just him. Okay, let's see. Interested to see how that goes, but the very best.
You have to assume that would be when he will address it all, right?
Hopefully.
I don't think he'll be there.
I don't think so.
I meant Noel, not Cody.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, he'll have to talk about it then. You're right.
It's not easy.
Sure isn't.
I feel like there's a chance that he's not.
That would be insane.
That
would be very, very bad.
horrible.
Very
That
crazy.
would just be a terrible mistake.
But Cody himself still hasn't said anything, right?
Yeah, I think he's gone.
He did his little set. I have a question. In like businesses, I don't know obviously how it's divvied up with Cody and Noel,
Right.
but if Noel wanted to own the entirety of the business, but Cody was very adamantly against it, like what would the legalities?
He can't buy it.
It would have to be up to them to figure it out.
If there's only the two of them and they are 50-50, he can't. Unless he chooses to, he can't buy it.
I saw that one of the podcasts under the TMG studios, they removed TMG from their intro that was released earlier today.
Which one? One of the big ones?
Brooke and Connor.
Brooke and
Oh, I know that
Connor. There it is.
When you've lost Brooke
Good for
and
them.
Connor.
So actually, I'm actually quite hyped for this episode, though. When is this dropping?
Well, it just says next week, right?
Next week. Come on, give me a day of the week, brother.
I need a time.
Everybody's
Busy guy.
waiting.
There's just so much detail in this statement.
Doesn't Noel mean Merry Christmas or something? What do they write in during Christmas time? They write that something similar to that.
Yeah, it means Christmas.
Oh, look at Dan. Look at me sideways. This motherfucker. Yeah, that's right. Happy Noel.
I don't know.
I know the song.
Noel.
Christmas is one day.
Happy Noel. So yeah, Christmas should change its name to Halloween because it's getting spooky.
Yo.
Good one, bro.
Yep. It's like that.
Is, dude.
Fire today.
As Kendrick Lamar says, I'm really like that. I'm really like that.
Wow.
We have to get up.
Are we gonna get up for this
No,
one?
I'm not getting screwed.
I said change
That
his
it makes-
name from Christmas to Halloween because it's getting
Whoa.
It's getting spooky.
Hell yeah.
Good shit. So I don't know. Let's see here.
Team
The
Deathmatch.
we have a whole Vitality thing. I've been
Sanitize the
watching
back.
every.
Go.
I've been watching his stuff every night. We haven't missed
I've
it.
been waiting for you to say Vitaly.
In fact, we're just waiting for the kids to go to sleep so we can turn that shit on.
I've also been invested like every night. Last night was fucking.
Last night.
Last night was nuts.
No, last night was a disaster.
Well, did you see how it ended?
Yeah, they kept
wait.
running away. What do you mean?
They kept losing the
They
guys.
suck.
Yes,
Their
we did
job.
see how it ended. Yes.
Oh, how he didn't, he like
How he's
knocked
like,
him out.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened. But they suck at their job. They keep.
But wait, let's talk about it when we talk about it. Are we
Let's
talking
get
about
into it. I mean,
Nah.
what-
Let's talk about the Logan Paul thing first.
Boring.
something more important than that, yeah.
No, you don't. Oh, yes, you do. There's my boy. What's for lunch? Oh, nice shirt. Does AB have a twin? That's a good question. I saw this one and I gotta say, man, AB just left, but
The twin. Let's see it.
Oh, maybe. Wait.
Yo, this thing scared the fuck out of me.
Wait, what
on.
is that?
No, I know.
you know.
Oh, jeez. You've got the look.
Speaking of gamers who are predators, Dr. Disrespect is coming back.
Yeah, that's
This is all very exciting.
very good.
I'm
segue.
back.
I feel like that there's
Playing chess and we're playing checkers.
Correct.
Oh, here he is.
The old Sofo Antonio.
Antonio defense.
I thought he was I thought he gave a date when he would be back. I feel like this is missing stuff.
The first comment is this you playing with a minor.
Yeah, that's how. Good one. No, I need the link to this because he's all up in the comments section, like arguing with people, and it's so bad. He's so fucked.
Stand by.
Like this whole cool guy, awesome. I'm like the alpha around here shtick is like so. The veneer is gone.
You can't really do the character when you're being canceled.
So anyway, he gave a date. He says, I'll be back. It's him playing chess, and we've been playing checkers. This is actually his victim, yeah. POV, his victim, playing checkers. This is a really good pictorial metaphor for rooming.
The situation.
It is, for real.
Actually.
Right.
Because they thought they were playing checkers, and meanwhile, this guy's, doing 5D checkers to try to molest you.
From a very
By the way, this has been really bad for the whole mustache community, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the mustache community.
Mustache
set
Summer
back
got
so many
canceled
times.
as a result of this, as a direct result of this.
Yeah, I don't know if
we
you
had
knew
big
that.
plans.
We were gonna do a mustache boy summer.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Disrespect.
No, Ian pitched it, and
I don't like mustache.
I don't either. I really was actually relieved. I was going to say relieved Dr. Disrespect got in trouble, but that's fucked up. I'm not relieved that Dr. Disrespect
You could
did
say that.
Okay.
It's fine.
Him getting canceled for this did save me from having to do Mustache Summer, so thank you.
So we kind of owe him, actually.
Terrible.
Well, okay, so What's going on here? Because this picture has 50 million views, 109,000 likes.
He's got a lot of supporters, man. He didn't do anything wrong.
The quartering is in his comments. Yucking it up.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what? I heard you a pedophile, N-word. I heard you like little boys and girls, N-word. And that would be, oh, I thought it would be Garfield. It's,
That is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
I feel like Garfield would be fun.
Wow.
Personally.
Nice identifying that.
That's Gogeta?
Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 from
I believe
GT.
he's right, yeah.
Super Saiyan 4, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
it's
Super
kind of
Saiyan
a
5?
stupid thing.
Where's it cap out?
It caps out at 4, but then because GT was so bad, the new one is Super, which takes place between Z and GT. So now they have Super Saiyan God.
I thought it totally just overwrote GT. I thought GT is just like non-canon now.
Maybe.
Am I wrong?
No, you could be right.
Is the new one good?
No. I mean, it has some good things, but it's not like the old one.
So this is the top one. At least people are. Oh, this one has, he ratioed him. Holy fuck. This one has 158.
Whoa.
So here's when I get really interested. He's in the comments
He's
here responding.
answering?
So
Oh my
according
God.
to this absolute shitpost meme, he says, little brained woke boy putting out Dragon Ball Z gifs with Kendrick Lamar lines got me big time. Dude, can't, when you start arguing with the meme guy, you
And the
already fucking
reply is
lost.
funny,
Like,
actually.
holy shit, dude. Also, he makes it woke. Like, dude, you wanted to fuck a minor. Is that?
Yeah, what's woke about that?
I'm deep undercover.
Woke is really just turned into this weird shield of basically any fucking horrible crime. You can just be like, you're actually woke.
Because this is where the woke meets.
I mean, it's literally even Sneeko was out there saying like abolish the age of consent, and that any girl, there's no age of consent. Little girls should be able to get married if the parents consent, and if you disagree, I think you might be woke.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I guess I'm woke.
The bar has become very low. Very, very low.
Wearing pants is woke, man. I try to go outside naked, no underwear or anything.
Yeah.
And somebody told me to put on pants, and I called them a woke liberal snowflake.
I'm shitting my pants.
He responded, shit, not even Kendrick Lamar, but I see why you immediately thought of him, not like us. Yeah, that's not, yeah, what do you mean, Kendrick Lamar?
A minor.
Damn, Dremo's on your shit, dude.
Look out for Dremo, man. He's a shooter.
Oh, fuck. There's more here. He's arguing with more people. Okay, here. Is that you playing with a minor? What's Wash Your Crack said? Again, he ratioed him. This person says,
wow.
Good one, she, her. The internet will never fix your real threat, depression. My dude.
These are so bad.
My dude.
So bad.
This is so pathetic. Like, holy shit, bro. Yeah, this comment's right on. At least she didn't destroy her family. Because she couldn't stop trying to have sex with fans and minors. Like Dr. D. Put the D away and get some R. Respect for yourself.
Also, wow, the real threat, depression.
Allied forces on zone
so
B.
hard.
Good one, she, her. Pronoun loser. I bet you wear pants when you go outside. More. Or is that it? Yeah, so he's coming back. He gave a date, but I don't know where.
Save the date.
So
Is he gonna still be in character? Because like, it just doesn't work.
He is in character right now, man. Let's see what he's been tweeting. The most ruthless, athletic competitor in video game history. Accused pedo, that he should be like, accused pedo, disgraced gamer. 12 a.m., keep your kids off computer. Hide your little sister from him. Now that's a Kendrick one.
If you go to replies, you will see everything he has said.
Did you at least increase the vertical leap and got a tan too? Gross.
Sick.
That's pathetic and gross. You have kids, man. Grow the fuck up.
On zone B.
How's your children and wife ever going to respect you, bro?
I think that's already been done.
That's it.
The damage there has been done already.
Yeah.
I guess he could choose to live a life of quiet
dignity.
Yeah. I mean, that would help, probably.
It would help.
For his legacy with his family.
Yeah.
But that's not up to me. That's up to Dr. D and the quartering. Fresh JoJo cringe.
Combat's underway, operator. Secure all zones.
How many takers?
Yes, we are.
Be advised, Zone A in danger.
Oh yeah, more dance moves.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, girl. Hold on.
Hold on. Easy.
I'm obsessed at this point, honestly.
All right, girl, shake that.
Yeah, coming around on JoJo.
Oh, the audio's amazing.
We secure the zone.
Activating the vent system.
That's not a real dance move.
Oh, man.
Not a real dance move.
Well, it is if you make it.
She did do it right. You know what I mean? Like, she was
Explain.
going for that, and she slayed it, kind of.
What would doing the wrong look like?
I feel like maybe if she didn't hit it quite as hard, I think it would be embarrassed.
Half sending
That's
it.
completely what's wrong with her dancing. She's hitting it too hard.
No, girl.
Everything is like
Turn up the audio, Zach.
too over exaggerated with not enough.
It's got so much. Oh, all I see is.
She is oh my god, I cannot.
Be advised, Zone A in danger.
She's still entertaining kids.
Turn it up, Zach.
Yeah. The elephant dance.
Turn it up.
The elephant dance. It is. Daddy would love it.
Yeah, that's the freeze dance. So that's JoJo. She's out there being herself. And all
Nothing.
all we have is ourselves to be ourselves.
Speaking of JoJo, email us back, girl.
Really?
We
Yeah.
sent 2 follow-ups.
Zone is ours.
Oh, you're asking her. I thought you were saying.
Yeah, we love you, JoJo.
This is a safe space.
Yeah.
We promise we won't talk to you again.
But Zach putting so much to get you on the line. Like, come on.
Come on.
Come on. New James Charles TikTok. Oh, mom, you know I like him. Mama Mia.
Friendly
Say
forces
mom.
on Zone B.
You get that, I said, ooh, mom.
Oh, mom.
But for real, are we gonna do this McDonald's thing? I'm afraid of getting into it. It's so time consuming.
This is a choice that's fully in your hands.
Oh, let me look at the menu real fast. McDonald's $1 menu. Oh, they have $2 and $3 menus. It's got to be $1 only, guys. That's the game.
B's in danger.
So how can I sort by one doll hair? Here.
Figure it out. That's the game.
I've never gone on McDonald's website.
Like a sausage biscuit? That's... What, they don't tell me the fucking price. They say it's $1, $2, or $3. Well, which is it?
Random.
You know?
Maybe it's per location.
Orders are to take all the zones and
Sausage
keep them secure.
McMuffin? Can't get that. Oh, well, I don't know how to order from this McDonald's. I'm out. They
There it
don't have
is.
the prices.
They could have made it easier.
You're gonna give up so easily?
What am I going to do? I can't spend all day on their website trying to decode the Da Vinci Code.
$1, $2, $3 menu.
You see, like,
Isn't it every
difference?
Is it not just everything here?
Zone contested.
What does it mean 1, 2, 3 though?
It's either 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, but that's a big difference between 3 and 1.
So
You're talking-
you're not okay with spending like $2?
That's not the game.
You sure?
Yeah, there's rules, Hila. There's rules.
Rules to the game. Gabe, everything there was $1. He spent under $5.
No, so he
Yeah, it
bought a
doesn't
$5
show the
meal.
price.
Yeah, there's a $5 meal on the website. Oh. If you click the, I linked
Yeah,
it
he
in
said
the,
$5. You didn't say $1.
Zone is ours.
I linked it in the Discord.
Okay. Okay, this is interesting.
Enemy action on Zone B.
Let's take a look here. $5 meal. This is what I love, man. The $5 meal is everything. Dude,
If
you
I
have to
may-
feed yourselves. That's nuts.
If I may say, on the $1, $2, $3 menu page, I see high
Return
ground.
the favor.
Yeah, but they're not going to send it to you.
Why not?
Why not?
Because it's not fucking breakfast. And
Are they still on that
Yes.
after all these years?
That's what me and Gabe
Yeah.
were talking about.
Wait, didn't they do breakfast all day for like a minute?
They did.
Until COVID.
And then they
came
canceled
ruined
it.
everything. It's the only reason we would go to McDonald's. Like, they
We're
lost so
taking
much
lead.
business from us.
Fuckers.
Over the years, at least $100 in revenue.
What is wrong with them?
This is actually insane. McDouble, chicken nuggets, fries, and a drink for $5. Dude, y'all need to go feed yourselves. What the hell?
They're not paying us yet, dude. Don't say that.
I know, but I'm just saying. This
Don't
is like,
go to McDonald's.
Is this government subsidized? What's going on here?
In a way, yeah, it is.
Is McDonald's getting tax write-offs for growing potatoes or some shit?
All the corn.
All right, you guys can get anything on.
You know what I mean?
You
It
guys
all
can get
trickles down.
You guys can get anything you want.
Let's go.
I don't really want McDonald's.
What? After all this?
I mean, I never said I wanted it.
You don't like the French fries? All right, we're not getting McDonald's.
Okay, McDonald's is off.
Fuck that.
We're losing
What about,
A.
like,
I'm just speaking for myself.
I know what I want.
Dan ruined it. What do you want, Elliot?
Compromised.
Soup or something.
Soup.
You don't want McDonald's.
Yeah.
Do they even have?
No,
they don't
Not
have
at
soup.
McDonald's, they don't have soup.
Yeah, it's the
That's
year
the
of the
thing.
soup.
That's the thing about McDonald's is they don't have soup.
Progress update. Mission
man.
ending soon.
But
Outcome
You're
unclear.
killing me.
I'll do anything.
What do you want? You want McDonald's, right?
AB, why don't you decide for once?
That's
Okay,
true.
Yeah, get
McDonald's.
together, AB.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I respect that.
But I don't, it's Olivia's birthday week, so
Oh,
Shit, you're gonna do that now?
Nah, she already got to pick one meal on her birthday.
You're right. I'll be the princess one more time.
Also, you had a chance
Not
to get
today.
soup on that day, and you did not. I got soup.
You're right. I did watch you eat his birthday soup,
And it was
I was
very good.
really happy that you did.
Also, Olive got to pick a place for potential dinner that we're still working.
yeah. And I
I'm
got
so
Olivia
excited.
a $100 Dunkin' Donuts gift card
Literally?
because that's what she eats every morning.
That's the
God.
nicest thing in the world. And
That's
then
so
leave it on the
nice.
Skims. It's so nice. And then you said something about Legos. I'm so excited, everybody. We love you. I love you
Hold on.
guys.
Guys, wait.
Oh. What?
Please. Stop bringing fucking Dunkin' Donuts into the office, man.
I
I'm
love
begging
to
you.
do that.
Disappointing outcome.
I love to bring
You know, I
little
just ate one
munchkin
of those
donuts.
3-day-old ones. Can you throw those out at least? I
You
ate
know
one of
what?
the 3-day-old
Yeah, I'll order
ones.
some fresh
On when I
ones.
came
You want
in.
fresh ones?
Dunkin' Donuts, they last.
No, I don't want a
Decades.
fresh one. I don't want any. But you see, I have a problem. I literally ate a cream-filled fucking.
Oh my god, I think
Old
Olivia
donut.
always buys a box of the little donut holes, and she gets them for everyone. And Ethan's like, "Who got these?" every time, and she's like, "Oh, I did." And she's like, "Go ahead, help yourself." And I was like, "I know you're
Ethan
being
gets
nice,
so
Olivia,
mad.
but I think it may be he may be serious about not wanting it."
No, I'm kidding.
I did something
believe
fun.
I'm not mad.
Not mad, but
Just doing it. I'm doing
it
it.
does make your diet a little harder.
Dan,
I won't do it.
But-
they are calling you a Mac hater.
Mac hater.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I'm not big on McDonald's.
Dude, I did something unholy the other night.
Especially, I will say, McDonald's breakfast. I'm with you guys on
That's
that.
what's up.
Of the fast food breakfast.
Vegetarian, hash brown.
Yeah, they have some
McMuffin.
vegetarian options. The hash
That's
brown's
what we're
pretty
talking
good.
about, Dan.
Well, they won't sell it to us.